I want to welcome you all specially today for our weekly review. So we're going to be looking at the markets last week. We're going to look at this week that just ended. I'm already thinking we're in a new week because today's weekly review is coming a little bit late because I had a very busy day. So we're looking at what we did in the course of the week, the decisions we made, the entries we took, and we're going to look at our achievements. So how we did the analysis, if you follow through, you see that we took price actions trend line, and then on 24 hours time frame. Of course, the trend line for 1 week and 24 hours is the same, so only price action for 24 hours. For 4 hours, we turned on session breaks and identified the two candles that begin the week, of which the low side gives us the buy region, sell region for the week, and the upside gives us the buy region for the week. From the 1 hour time frame, we took price actions, just like the 4 hours where we took price action as well. We took trend lines on 4 hours, but we did not take trend lines on 1 hour. We don't usually take trend lines on 1 hour. We only do price actions, and then we now go to our final time frame, which happens to be our entry time frame. So in this time frame, we just take only psychological levels. So if you're wondering how does this our strategy works, it's simple. All you need to do is check our YouTube channel, subscribe to it, so that anytime we post videos, you can easily see it. You find a strategy that I named, or rather a video I named, the best day strategy. Okay, so this first entry, as you can see, was a sharp win. How did we make our decisions? We looked at these various factors before making any entry. So first of all, we ensured that there was no news, because we don't trade news except we're gambling. And then secondly, we looked at the trend. You see that this entry was on a trend. So this trend sounds like a support area, a resistance area. And then we looked at psychological level. It was just very close to a psychological level. And then we looked at the price action. There's a price action line very close to that psychological level, and then it is on neither sell nor buy region, so that was not a factor. We looked at the volume. The volume here is indicating that we're going to go bearish, okay? And then we looked at the pattern. So consecutively, the pattern has been on an M pattern and just gave this bearish move. So we didn't know that the bearish move was going to be continuous till this level because of the bias that we're seeing. I think that was on a Monday. So the only bias we could see was getting here, and we took profits. So it was when this change of character came. This big change of character is a confirmation that price has completely changed the up movement and will be going downward. So same thing with the next entry. We used our factors, always drawing a close. We hit take profit. Okay, you can see how we took this entry here. Took it first at this point. One thing I'm very, very conscious of now is inducement, and that's what I told some of you on the mentorship group that I was going to talk on today. Now, what is inducement? When you are about to take entries, one thing you must pay very close attention to is liquidity grabs. I did a video where I mentioned I think the topic of that video is mistakes most traders make when they want to take entries. One of such mistakes is liquidity grab. Here is the liquidity grab here, right? Price came back, came down, and came again, showing that all these zones were big, large liquidity grabs. So price kept on consolidating on these points and ranging before it broke to a bearish a down bear. That price that broke from this point has already shown you that there is no more liquidity at this point. There was liquidity here that gave this move. Now for it to have broken here, it means that all the liquidity has been grabbed. So the sellers can no longer drive this market. So the buyers can no longer drive this market. The sellers will be driving this market. Now anybody who tries to buy around this side, even if he has some confirmation, will be dealt with by inducement. So because of that, now pay more attention to liquidity grabs before you enter. So in this case, a wise trader can say, okay, I'm going to wait, because that's what we did. I'm going to wait before I buy. I'll wait for price to quickly come and clear this liquidity first. Okay, and when the liquidity is a sign that we can go bullish, then I can go bullish, and that's what price did. It came down there. Now the first set of people that entered at this point will face that inducement. When you are seeing a break of structure, it's not a clear sign to enter. Before you can enter, there must be a change of character if you don't want to be carried away by inducement. So at this point you have to wait. And then for someone who decides to sell because he saw break of structure here, will suffer inducement, and that was what happened to us. For me, I already knew that that side has liquidity grab. So what I did was, after the break of structure, I went bearish, but I was conscious of inducement. Same thing happened here. So for me to just show you this, these are scalping. If you take an entry that you are expected to give you a big result in the long run, you will suffer inducement. That's what happened here. You see price coming to take out your stop loss and then go your direction. You can imagine price going your direction, suddenly wants to take your stop loss. Price wants to go your direction and then suddenly wants to take your stop loss. So all these things are scalping. You could see them scalping. So if you don't want to be facing inducements, okay, then at this point that price is ranging here, I think there's liquidity here. So for me, if you're avoiding inducement, this will be a good place to consider going bearish if other factors are confirmed, because I'm seeing liquidity being grabbed at this point. Okay, so that's what I said I was going to explain more. So at this point is a good place, but for somebody who find that okay, maybe he was not available as when price go here, and then price now began to depreciate down, and maybe price is around here and he wants to go in, maybe he wants to go bullish here or bearish here, he might suffer inducement because price might want to come to this liquidity first. So sometimes if you have enough patience or enough time to wait, it will be best to just wait for the price to do whatever I want to do and see if it's going to come here. If it does not come here, you wait until the next liquidity side, which is here. So when price gets there, maybe that this side, then you start looking out for another big move, of which if it gets to your place where you need to be closing or taking partial, then you begin to consider that. So that's what I mean by inducement. So henceforth on our mentorship group, when I post an entry, I'll tell you which one is scalping and which one is a long. Like this one now is a long trade. It's one of the hardest trade, but was the best because it didn't only take profit, it still went down again. So that was a perfect entry. So, and I think this one, okay, didn't hit TP, it went up. Then this one almost suffered inducements, but we were able to take partial. This is the one that suffered inducement. You could see it. So price came to take out stop loss before going up. Why? Because there is liquidity grab here. So it would have been best to wait to see if price will get here. Okay, and what did price do? Change of character. You see, this change of character will make somebody wants to go bearish, and that's where inducement comes and takes the person out. You can see what price did. So this is a bad place to say you want to go bearish. If you must, you will need to look and see that there is a liquidity grab at this point. Okay, so going bearish at this point can only be scalping, knowing that the liquidity is here. Okay, so price might be coming back here. That's inducement. So if you are scalping, then you have to now use what we call going down on a lower time frame. Now let me show you why price went up from here. You might not see it on a 15 minutes time. It's even clear because there's no sign there. Okay, price didn't get to liquidity. But when you come to a lower time frame, you will see liquidity. Sometimes you have to look at the lower time frame and see what's going on. You can see that price is on a strong low. So okay, there's liquidity supposed to be here, but price was already on a strong low discount that can drive the market. Okay, so you need to pay attention to all these things. So these are just some of the few things I said I was going to tell you about engagement. Now this liquidity is a good place to go bullish. You can see this is a consistent bullish move. When you catch any move like this, then you are good to go. Moves like this can give you massive profits. Moves like this can give you massive profits. So that's all we can take for today. So Monday morning 6 a.m. watch out for our weekly analysis. So we're going to do the analysis together as usual, and then we can now come into the market and win. By the way, this week was a very, very beautiful week. We're highly profitable, and I hope that next week also will be very profitable, because this is January. The institutions are back, the market is back, and candles are responding as expected, and things are moving fine. Though on Monday we might not see a clear bias, so we're going to be taking maybe just one entry, then by Tuesday, of course, market will be very open for the week, and then we can take more entries. Wednesday more entries, Thursday more entries. By Friday we'll repeat the same strategy for Monday, because the week is closing. So see you on Monday. Until then, keep back testing, keep learning, go read books on forex and crypto trading, and then go study more on XMC, smart money contract or concept, study ICT trading, okay, study liquidity grabs, study market structure, take all the top down analysis for SMC and ICT, so you can be able to perfect your knowledge in this market, and you can be more professional. See you on Monday.